Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? And we got some more of Dwane Casey talking about Reggie, and this time including Andre Drummond in the conversation. I seen this from Twitter. It's from Clutch Points. I can't remember who posted on Twitter, but shout out to that guy. But it's coming from Clutch Points. Dwane Casey's gone on to say that he's expecting a great season out of both Reggie and Drummond since they are both in contract years. However, he has stated that Andre Drummond has worked his butt off in Vegas and has dropped some more weight, and that was the big story for Drummond last season, was that he dropped a ton of weight. If he can drop some more weight, the more the merrier. Obviously, as a center, you don't want him to lose too much weight, because I don't think Drummond is considered overweight at all. Someone like a Charles Barkley, who towards the later end of his career, like a Shaq towards the end of his career, were considered overweight. Drummond is not. Drummond's in the prime condition of his life, and losing weight means he's only getting better. Would I like to see Drummond put a little bit more muscle into it? Of course, but I think Drummond needs to get better with his vertical. There's no reason for Drummond not to be dunking the ball. You look at someone like Big Ben. Every time he got the ball in the paint, he was trying to dunk it on somebody. You're not always going to be given the chance to dunk it on somebody, but it's good to see that Drummond has lost some weight to be quicker, hopefully improve his hops, and just see how it translates. But this whole statement here is something that I have been talking about all summer long, is that Drummond and Reggie are probably going to have the best career numbers in their entire career, if not ever. These guys have something to prove to themselves. They're playing for a contract. Whether it's with the Detroit Pistons or not, they're going to want to play hard, so that way if the Pistons don't re-sign them, that someone else is going to. And both of these players over the last 2 to 3 seasons, especially Reggie Jackson, have been criticized by the big media, the local media, and in the playoff being booed by their home team, their home crowd. You put a combination of those three, and there's a bunch of minor stuff, but these guys claim to say they don't hear it, but you do. They hear it, okay? They're going to be motivated, and how far can they take us? I don't know, okay? This team has the potential to be a top team in the East. They could be a top 4. Realistically, they're going to be a 5th or a 6th seed, but the talent is there. You have a great mix of good role players, all-star and a superstar. The all-star is Andre Drummond, the superstar is Blake Griffin. And then you have a bunch of these young pieces that you need to develop and help them. Luke Kennard is someone especially who can help Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond out. This entire time we have had the Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond combo, it just never fit with the rest of the team. They played well together that technically the second year, once they had a full season together. They had great chemistry, but no one outside the perimeter was a terrific shooter. Tobias Harris eventually turned into that, but then we traded him for Blake Griffin, who pretty much took up Tobias' spot right off the bat. These guys, they're not they're not a LeBron, they're not a Jordan, they're not Kobe. They do need help, and I think Dwane Casey and Stefanski have done a terrific job of bringing in talent with as little cap space as possible to bring in guys like D Rose. You traded for Tony Snell. A lot of guys don't seem to like him already, but he's going to be effective. Markieff, so on and so forth. The Pistons are going to do very, very well. It's going to be an improvement from last season. Everyone has said that Detroit Lions are the best team in Detroit, and I don't think so. The Pistons have the most talent. They have probably the best player in Detroit in Blake Griffin, if he stays healthy. And that is the problem, health. But Reggie Jackson, Andre, gonna have great seasons. Can almost guarantee it. Andre should be in the All-Star game, so there is a great possibility that the Detroit Pistons might have 2 All-Stars represented this year in the All-Star game, and Blake Griffin and Andre. So we shall see. It should be fun, but when your head coach is giving, supposedly 2 of your big 3, I know it's not really big 3. It's more like a dynamic duo. But when he's giving credit to your team's best players and leaders, of giving them confidence and stuff, it's only going to take off. So I guess with that being said, leave it down in the comments. Just whatever. Instagram, Twitter, and Mixer in the description. Be sure to follow me on all those platforms, especially Mixer. And all DSA members in the description as well. Be sure to check out all those guys and subscribe to them. And I'll see you peeps tomorrow. Peace.